Over half the corn grown here in Iowa goes to ethanol plants like this one.
We receive about 100 trucks of corn a day.
The promise of ethanol was a cleaner, more renewable fuel.
It's going to go up these conveyors. We'll run it through some grinders. We'll break that corn up into smaller particles, and then we'll bring it into the ethanol plant, and it will be fermented and into that alcohol. It will make that ethanol molecule.
But it emits concentrated CO2.
You look at that stack there. That's where our CO2 is being emitted.
Now a new company called Summit Carbon Solutions says they can capture it.
We'll be removing or preventing 12 million metric tons of CO2 from being released to the atmosphere. That's like removing 2.6 million vehicles off the road.
Summit plans to spend $4.5 billion to construct over 2,000 miles of pipeline from origin points in Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, and the Dakotas.
It's designed to transport that CO2 from the ethanol plants up to a sequestration location or storage location in North Dakota, and will permanently store that CO2 in place underground.
But activist Joy Braun worries construction could disturb Native American graves and artifacts.
I fight pipelines and I fight colonialism, and this site kind of represents all of that.
Joy spoke with us at Whitestone Hill in North Dakota, a sacred site to Native peoples for centuries, where in 1863 the U.S. Army killed an estimated 150 to 300 Native American men, women, and children.
The one thing that I know about pipeline companies and those that they contract with is they don't care.
The company is suggesting that the pipeline will run as far as 17 miles away from Whitestone Hill. A, do you agree with that? And B, is that far enough?
Far enough would mean that they don't build it.
Summit says they have asked tribal governments for input and have multiple layers of protection against impacting Native sites.
We've put together an unanticipated discovery plan that we'll train all of our contractors to, that says if you see something that looks like it could be an artifact or something of interest, you stop the job. We get an archaeologist out there, we coordinate with the states, we coordinate with the tribes, we look at it.
Farmer Ed Fishback in South Dakota says Summit approached him about routing the pipeline through his land.
It would be coming in at the far southeast corner and cutting diagonally across where this corn is.
While some local farmers have already signed easement deals with Summit, Fishback is uniting with other farmers who have concerns about the pipeline, like potential CO2 leaks.
It's an asphyxiant, so all of us with livestock or concerned about our families or our own benefit, we just don't trust this to be a safe product to be transporting.
Over the weekend, dozens become sick and even more had to leave their homes after a gas leak and explosion in Yazoo County.
Summit says that pipeline carried a different type of more toxic, naturally occurring CO2 mixed with hydrogen sulfide. But some energy experts say risks remain.
There isn't really enough experience with these pipelines to be able to say they'll be safe going forward for 5 years or 10 years or 15 years.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.